We don't take it lightly. It's a big responsibility. Everybody feels it when they first walk in, see what's up. They used to lay it out for us. There was a script to read, there was an animatic to watch, but they realized it's really a story that is in flux for about the 3.5 years that you spend making it. So that every time we come on, we kind of like say, well, what's new? You know, what are you going to spring on us now? But also, it always comes down to this relationship between us, with the microphone right there, and our memories and our interpretation of everything the characters have been through. I feel like the toughest job were the folks who are walking in for the first time. You know, Tim and I and Annie. We all have a lot of muscle memory that's based on being in those studios with those microphones, and so we kind of are able to go into a trance. I think like Keenan and Christina and Keanu there and Tony, they're all asking, "Have I done this right? Will Forky remain in the movie?" And I think, yeah, we'll be fine. You've done well. I think the most important thing is that there is familiarity and gravitas to everything that they go through. I think the thing about the Toy Story films has always been that here are these inanimate objects that actually do represent who sort of we are as human beings, and we identify with everything that they're going through. And in a lot of ways, we envy them their sense of belonging and their sense of purpose. That's what I get from it all the time, and I can't wait to see what we have here.
I wish I could tell you that most fun is going to be in about 20 minutes. That's the most fun. All the work you do, 4 or 5 years of this, putting this thing together, layer after layer after layer, and you start seeing it put together. Believe me, the magic is Pixar and the music and the editing and all the songs. That's the magic. I get to witness this in about 20 minutes. This is a wonderful story. Tonight's movie that you'll all see, hopefully, everybody's worth something, and to have toys teach us this is an amazing deal. To see how they crafted this story, everybody is worth something more than you know. It's an amazing story.
I know, I had no idea it was going to be so intense today. This is a big deal, and I came with a bunch of my friends and they brought their daughters, so we've got like a whole family affair going on, and the little girls are so excited. I mean, as you know, we sort of do it in this capsule by ourselves, and so the first time you see it, you realize sort of you're part of it and how you play into the story, and I mean, and also like all these established characters that like made this what it is. We're so accepting of us and so sort of excited about us that I felt part of the family rather than like the shy new kid. I think there's something about, obviously it's written in such a smart way for adults, but with such a genuineness and earnesty that children respond to it as well. But it's what brings tears to adults' eyes, because there's something that's really like, it's what you yearn for, is the way these toys become a family and support each other. It's just kind of what we all want.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing the first Toy Story and meeting Woody, and my favorite character is Buzz Lightyear, and just to see the progression of the technology. I mean, when you see the scale, the design, the way how big cinematically this film is, it's really something special. And then of course just how they tell stories, all of the different characters. It's so clever, smart, emotional. It's really great to be a part of it. Yeah, I mean, when I went to meet with them at Pixar, they had a lot of renderings of the character, and I really kind of took the energy from the renderings and how they talked about the story, and yeah, so I mean, it's a great character. I think the way that they have all of these different characters and different stories, and the emotional states and what the characters hope for, wish for, the connection between the toys and the kid. They're just, like I was saying, just really funny, emotionally intelligent, inspiring.
Hi, Duke.
Who's the cowboy?
Duke, meet Woody. Woody, meet...
Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman. Huh. Oh, yeah. Huh. Huh. Yes.
Huh? He's posing.
Huh.
Duke, we need
Hold on, one more. Oh, yeah. What brings you back, Peep?
Well, it's wonderful to be back, and it's especially wonderful to be back in such a significant way, with a Bo Peep who has grown and gotten more important and more confident and more everything. She's a wonderful role model for kids. It's just such a great group. We were all together. I mean, we've never been all together. We don't do our sessions together, although Tom and I did quite a few together on this one. But, it's just a beautiful group of kind hearts and talent, really.
I think I'm just as overwhelmed as Forky is in that world, so I'm pretty excited and can't believe I'm here. I think Forky feels like he's with like icons like Woody and Buzz Lightyear, and I feel like I'm with icons like Tim Allen and Tom Hanks and Annie Potts. It's very cool. It's just but it's a movie just of joy. It's a tremendous amount of joy, and so it makes sense that they would have a full carnival here. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that these characters all are for each other. They go on life, they go on journeys, and they're always there for each other. And it's like we're not meant to do life alone. You have to have each other. And that's what draws people, I think, to it. I'm kind of excited. I haven't really seen the completed film, so I'm excited to see it myself. And it's always fun to watch it with an audience. So I'm really pumped.
I've been a massive fan of Pixar and Toy Story for decades at this point. I've grown up just like everybody else here, and the following generations have grown up with these characters. And to be a part of something as special as this, something that sort of defined a genre. I mean, Pixar is the reason why there's other studios trying to do what they do. It's a special way of storytelling, and they do it so effortlessly, it feels like. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of effort, but it's just the way it plays and what we expect is just a very special thing, and I'm so psyched to be a part of it. With Forky, I thought it was a really cool idea to be able to start thinking about what we consider disposable and what we place value on, and this is something I took away from it. I don't know if it was intentional, but I thought it was really smart, and it was so subtle, it was so subtle. So anyway, they're geniuses at what they do, and I'm just happy to be here. It's always fun to get to see it with an audience, and it's also great to be able to meet some of the castmates that I haven't spent time with yet, because we've been communicating on screen via some, some monitor somewhere, but never in person, some of these guys. So it's going to be fun to get the whole cast together and hang out for a little bit, yeah.
It's always been, a relative pleasure to do them because of the people that I've worked with throughout, starting with John Lasseter and on with Josh and the boys on this one. And there's that. And then the characters are part of me. I mean, musically at least. I mean, I'm interested in what happens to Woody and Buzz and Bo Peep and Jesse and the whole gang. So it's like coming back to old friends. It's a cliche, but there it is. A little, but mainly you use what you got in terms of Woody, Buzz, and things like that, because it pays off to do that. But the new characters in this, Forky and even Ducky and Bunny and Bo Peep is a different sort of person in this one, so she gets different stuff musically. Yeah, the Chris Stapleton did called A Ballad of a Lonesome Cowboy. And it's like Woody's mind again. He's taken over in there for me. And I wrote another song called I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away, about Forky and Woody.
You know, it's a fantastic thing to get to do. I'm standing right next to Randy Newman, who I've never met in person, but we've talked on the phone. They called me to do the song for the movie, and you know, that's kind of Randy's gig in my mind. And so I made sure I got a hold of Mr. Newman and called him and asked him if he was okay with it. He's like, yeah, man. And so we talked about the song a little bit and did my best to do it justice to the version that he'd written. So. The name of the song is A Lonesome Cowboy, and it was, once again, it was written by Randy Newman, and he pretty much had the arrangement laid out for us, and we kind of just followed the roadmap, and so we just did our best not to mess it up. So, oh, it's great. Well, you know, I've never been to a movie premiere, and so this is my first one, and I brought my two oldest children with me, and they're here tonight, so they're going to get to experience this, and they're really excited.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's been a 4 or 5 year process with a crew of like 250 people making this. So to finally be at this day, it's kind of surreal for us. It's just, we're super excited to finally be able to share it with the world.
Oh man, it's super surreal. I can't believe we finished the movie, and now I can't believe we're celebrating that. So I love the film. I love everybody that worked on it, and the cast and the crew. Everybody's so great and talented. So I'm excited for the world to see it.
Well, we think it's because everybody fundamentally believes that our toys are alive, you know, when we're not looking at them. And Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 is sort of like a receipt that that's true, you know. And we've worked really hard at Pixar to make these characters, they're not only toys that you kind of love, but they're people that you might know, you know. Everyone sort of feels like they know a guy like Woody or Rex, you know, or Bo Peep. And so we love them like family at Pixar, and so we've done our best to kind of breathe life into them in a really authentic, believable, caring way, and we're really proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, we had such a great opportunity to introduce new characters. I mean, in every one of these Toy Story films, you introduce new characters, but that was particularly fun in this one. We've got Duke Kaboom, played by Keanu Reeves, which has just been fantastic and so much fun. Ducky and Bunny with Key and Peele, absolute blast working with those guys. Tony Hale is Forky. We've got the great Giggle McDimples, played by Ally Mackey. There's just a lot of humor in this film that's brought by these new characters. And hey, yes, and of course, the amazing Annie Potts.
You know, everybody has the same questions that we did when we first began, which is like, well, I thought we were done with number 3, and we kind of did too until we discovered there is more story to tell. And so I just love that the audience is kind of coming in with a, well, what is this about, kind of an attitude, and I think they'll be pleasantly surprised. Being asked to direct a Toy Story film is extremely exciting and terrifying at the same time, because we all love these characters and we just want to do right by them, and that's all. So we put more pressure on ourselves than anybody else could, I think. So, and I think it's paying off.
It's pretty wild. Toy Story 4, so we started on Toy Story 1 in like 1992. It's been a long time, and there is something very emotional about it because it's so personal. You know, it's this group of people that have been making films together for a long time, plus a lot of great new people. I feel like there is something really truthful. It actually surprised me after Toy Story 1 came out. A lot of friends said, you know, I secretly thought my toys came to life when I wasn't there. And so we picked up on something that a lot of people kind of believed or wanted to believe in, and so there's that. And then, man, the cast that we have, an amazing cast of actors who have brought so much richness and life to the movie characters, and it's just fun to watch them.
Well, you know, it's great tonight because it feels like a carnival, and there's actually a carnival, so that's also very good. I've been so looking forward to this because I really, you know, of course, the movies are all about being together, and you like to see a movie with a bunch of people, and I get to have the opportunity to do that tonight, especially something this beloved, this fun, this touching, this heartwarming, this exciting, and so yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really, really, really excited. I've been looking forward to this for months, but yeah. I think the reason they can make such great stories is because they take. It's legendary the amount of time it takes to make a Pixar movie, and I think people go, oh gosh, 5 to 7 years, but it's worth every second if you're really, really, really developing characters that people want to be invested in, and we want to be invested in Woody and Bo Peep and Buzz and the new characters like Ducky and Bunny, and so I feel like. The care that they take in finding the heart inside of characters and the true desire inside of the characters is what really resonates with us. And we always hook into somebody depending on what any Pixar movie. And so I think that's the key, is that they learn how to grab us, you know, grab us in the heart, you know.
I mean, I can't even believe that it's real. I think it's just hitting me right now in this moment because I attached to the project 3 years ago, and throughout that it was like I couldn't really tell anyone, so it felt like I had this imaginary friend that is now real and everyone knows about it. It's insane. I'm just wild with excitement. It's a dream. I think they really resonate with us in a way. I mean, as an Asian American female, we didn't have a lot of representation, and so I think these toys were like, you can be anything, you know? You could see yourself in Rex or Ham or Slinky Dog, any of them. So they're like friends and family. Oh my gosh, well, I can't wait for them to see Giggle McDimples because she is feisty, she is fun, she uses her voice in a big way. I love that she's so small, but she has so much power, and I think that's really, really awesome. I know, because I saw the movie once, but it was a very small theater with only a few people, so to see it with this amount of people at the premiere, I'm just like, I'm already crying, and I'm trying not to cry.
I mean, first of all, Toy Story kind of speaks for itself, you know, and to have a combat Carl kind of speaks for itself. How can you not have fun with that? And to have multiple combat Carls, how can you not have fun with that? But it's really wonderful stuff, you know, wonderful project. Pixar does probably as well as anyone, if not better than anyone, animation. And the host of characters that are in this and the actors who, you know, portray these characters through their vocal abilities, prowess, many of them recognizable voices. It's nice to be a part of it, you know? Nice to be able to entertain people with something that has a certain amount of innocence to it. I love that. Absolutely. Oh, seeing a movie with an audience, in my opinion, is the absolute best way to see it, because you can kind of get lost then in it, you know? If you're sitting there by yourself, I think you're much too critical, you know? So for me, it's just great. Just absolutely great.
Lightyear.
Hey, up here, Astro Boy.
If you think you can just show up and take our top prize spot, you're wrong.
Dead wrong.
You don't understand. I'm trying to
Cheat the system and get with a kid? Yeah, we know.
No, I need a child to shower you with unconditional love. Join the club, pal.
Yeah, join the club.
Come on, help me get out of here.
Well, I'll help you. With my foot.
Get him. Ho, ho, ho. Get him.
Bunny, what are you doing? I can't reach him. Help me out here. Come on.
Oh, sorry, Ducky. I'm not a mind reader, you know.
What's not to understand? You maybe say it?
What?
With these tiny legs, I cannot reach without your help. Oh. All right? Okay? This is what I've been talking about, Bunny. You need to work on paying attention and your listening skills. Ha! How you like that, cheetah? Huh? Wow! Yeah! Oh, to infinity and my foot! Boom!
Everyone, Bonnie made a friend in class.
Oh, she's already making friends.
No, she literally made a new friend. I want you to meet Forky.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Ah! He's a spork. Yes, yeah, I know. Forky is the most important toy to Bonnie right now. We all have to make sure nothing happens to him.
Woody, we have a situation. I am not a
a toy. I was made for soup, salad, maybe chili, and then the trash.
Buzz, we've got to get Forky.
Affirmative.
Why am I alive? You're Bonnie's toy. You are going to help create happy memories that will last for the rest of her life.
Huh? What?
Oh, yeah. Bo? Forky, come on. Bo?
Hi there. My name is Gabby Gabby.
We can't stay.
Yes, you can. Boys.
Woody, behind you!
Bo! What are you doing here?
No time to explain. Come with me.
We need to get back to our kid.
Aw, Sheriff Woody, always coming to the rescue.
Bonnie needs Forky.
Woody, who needs a kid's room when you can have all of this?
Wow. Woody, aren't we going to Bonnie?
We have to find them.
What do we do, Buzz?
What would Woody do?
Jump out of a moving vehicle?
Let's go!
Hey, you gotta go, you gotta go.
If you should ever leave me.
You know, you've handled this lost toy life better than I could.
Open your eyes, Woody. There's plenty of kids out there. Sometimes change can be good.
You can't teach this old toy new tricks.
You'd be surprised.
Bonnie? We're going home, Forky.
God only knows
I'm coming!
On my way, Woody!
To infinity and beyond!
Don't let Woody leave. Kids lose their toys every day.
I was made to help a child. I don't remember it being this hard.
Woody, somebody's whispering in your ear. Everything's gonna be okay.